I believe we have. There we go. There's Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff Dunham joins us from a trailer park somewhere in the United States. Hey, Jeff, how are you, sir?
Good morning. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks. And we heard a little bit here, so thank you for our opening acting a story about the elephant pooping. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry about that. This is actually quite a scientific story, but we'll skip it for now. Mr. Dunham, can you introduce your guest, please, Jeff?
As Walter.
Yeah, my name is Walter, and my pronouns are him and I don't give a crap.
Okay. Now, I believe Walter will be touring, and I think Jeff gets to go with him. Among the stops coming up Wednesday, March 15th, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Then it'll be Thursday, the 16th, Madison, Wisconsin. Springfield, Illinois. Jackson, Mississippi. Atlanta. Fresno coming up Thursday, March 23rd. Lots of other spots, including Eugene, Oregon. Hershey, Pennsylvania. You're going to be everywhere. You're not going to get a break here. I'm looking at this schedule. Then a big landing in early September in Las Vegas at Zappos Theater at Planet Hollywood. That's quite the tour, Walter. Can you drive?
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I wouldn't call it a Vegas landing. It's kind of the skidding in for a stop is what it is. I don't know. Hey, can we talk about the news a little bit? Thanks for giving our credits, though we didn't earn any of that yet. We got to be funny first. That's usually how it works.
Okay, go ahead. Give it a shot. Tell me about the news.
First of all, I'm just very happy to be here on the Dodd and Tom Show, and my segment is sponsored by Boost. It's very, yeah. So it's an old joke. I love being on the Dodd and Tom. I love being on the Dodd and Tom Show, best radio show out there. Hey, do you guys remember when on the Tom and Jerry cartoon, after many years, the mouse left the show, and then it was just a cat, but they called it the Tom and Jerry show still?
Same thing.
Yeah, it didn't happen, so that would be stupid. Just saying. Anyway, hey, how about that? Let's start with the bad stuff. The Robert Murdaugh trial. That jury didn't waste any time. The guy looked guiltier than my dog after he did a number in the middle of our living room floor. That's all I'm saying. And why has no one pointed this out? Murdaugh. What a name. How could he not be guilty of murder? Shut up. I don't care. By the way, did you hear that it snowed in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, it means hell finally froze over. That's all I'm saying. No one cares. There's been so much snowed around the country, it looks like the end of the movie Scarface. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I don't want to get into politics here, but I see on the news they're saying Biden may run again. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. He's going to shuffle. By the way, I am not Joe Biden. Folks accuse me of looking just like him. I have never fallen up a flight of stairs. Much less 3 times in 10 seconds. Whatever. Okay, what else? Let's see. Hold on, I got another one here. Oh, yeah. And old Joe's health. I don't want to say anything bad, but he has a full-time nurse following him around and removing cancer dots. You know what I'm saying? Okay. No, not good. Okay. Hey, how about this? When asked if any candidates over 75 should take a mental competency test, Jill Biden said it's ridiculous. Joe said, I like ice cream. How about this one? Yeah, they saw Disneyland. They're removing Zippity Doodah from the parade song. You heard that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Guess what's next? They're changing Goofy's name to Mentally Challenged Canine. It's so sad.
Very woke.
And how about that Pete Davidson? He's dating Chase Sweet Wonders. Did you see that?
I did see that.
Yeah, I think he's making a check marks on something that rhymes with bucket list. Too far? Did I go too far?
I like that one very much.
Two more. Here we go. The big question I keep hearing is, will Harry and Meghan attend the coronation of King Charles?
Yeah.
And the answer is, I keep giving, please change the damn channel. That's all.
I couldn't agree more.
I think they keep the monarchy around because it attracts tourists. It's a royal human zoo. Let's go see Buckingham Palace, the natural habitat of the inbred royals. I don't know. And last but not least, Justin Bieber canceled the rest of this tour without explanation. I think he finally listened to the songs he was singing.
Thank you, Walter.
One more.
Yeah.
The #1 movie at the box office is Creed 3. It's the story about how Hollywood wants to make the latest Rocky sequel seem more diverse. Thank you very much. No, I shouldn't have ended on that one.
It's okay, Walter.
I have a question. I have a feeling that Jeff is the puppet now and Walter is running him because Jeff looks younger than he did 20 years ago. What's happening there?
Yeah, we have a good filter, and we're in a trailer park, so it makes me look better.
You look super healthy and look great, Jeff. Congratulations on staying.
Thanks.
fit
You know
and
what
trim.
happened, and I never say this in front of my audiences, but my wife, wow, did you see that? Walter disappeared. That was cool.
How does that happen? Wow.
There he goes.
You know what it is? The NSA figured out I'm making fun of Biden.
Anyway. So my wife is 100% vegan, and so she's there's no animal food around this house anymore. It's all plant-based stuff. So I do when I'm on the road, and I got a crew of 12 guys, and we got tour buses, and they have catering. So every once in a while I'll still have a nice piece of meat now and then. But yeah, thanks for the compliment. But I don't know. There's something to all this stuff where I'm eating a lot of vegetables.
Well, it's working for you.
You know what's weird is I went to the I go to the eye doctor like once every 3 years, and I went in and he goes, your eyesight has gotten better. And he goes, are you doing anything different? I go, yeah, eating a lot of vegetables. And he goes, that actually works. So I don't know. I don't know. All I'm saying is I love a steak better than the next guy, but I think I'm a cheating vegan. That's what I am.
Now, you mentioned that you've got 12 crew members going out with you. How many of your friends will be with you other than Walter?
You're assuming a lot. He calls us friends. We're employees. We're in a box.
Sorry.
We don't care.
Yeah, the guys that have been in my act for a long time, Jose Jalapeno on a Stick has actually been in the show longer than any of my other characters. I came up with him in '83 when I was in college. And then there's Peanut, there's Walter. Peanut's a little purple guy, and then there's Bubba J, the guy behind me in the shot here, and my redneck character, and then Ahmed the Dead Terrorist. And Ahmed the Dead Terrorist has been a long time, and people keep saying, "Aren't you having trouble with that?" No, because my audience come out and they know what we're doing. We don't make fun of anybody's religions. We don't make fun of anybody's preferences. It's just good, fun comedy. And I say this, I don't want to get on a soapbox here, but I say that every night for the show, that what's happened to the comedy in our country. And I don't know what's happened with the late night guys where they pick sides and they call the other sides idiots and morons and all that. And, you go all the way back to Will Rogers, Bob Hope, Carson, Leno. You never knew what their preferences were politically, and they just made fun of who was in office and what was going on. And I'm just going to keep doing that because I know my audiences trust me, and they pay good, hard-earned money. And, I just make fun of who's in office and what's going on. When Trump was there, had a lot of fun with that. And now, how can you not? But it's good-natured fun. The comedy used to be good and everybody was okay with it, and now it's just turned kind of nasty. And I think that's one of the big problems, is that the comedy's just gotten into a pep rally instead of stand-up.
Well, we'll have a silly time with Jeff Dunham, and I would ask if I could talk to Walter for just a second. You seem like a pretty clever guy, Walter. Why don't you make a puppet of Jeff, kind of like an aging Jeff Dunham, so he could be like the old Jeff Dunham. And then
I think it's a genius idea. The trouble is he would break my lap.
once again, the stops include, as I mentioned, the finale, if you will, a whole bunch of shows in Vegas coming up in May, and also later on in September, October, and December. A whole bunch of shows up for sale actually right now. But the immediate tour is Green Bay, Madison, Springfield, Illinois, Jackson, Mississippi, Atlanta, Fresno, Lincoln, Eugene, Tacoma, Rochester, Nevada.
And you know what's fun about these shows is that these are not small rooms; these are big arenas still, and it's great. We our shows still average between 6,000 and 10,000 people, and we've got a 50-foot video screen. It's like a giant comedy club, and it's it's a lot of fun.
Oh, they always ask us, is our show family friendly? The answer is, it depends on your family.
Well, on that note, we'll leave it there. Jeff, it's always a great pleasure. Thank you for your time. Have a great tour, and go check out Mr. Dunham live.
Always good seeing you guys.
Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
Jeff.
Take care, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, whatever.